Another uneasy night for investors after markets free fall today. They're reacting to the Standard & Poor's downgrade of America's credit rating. It's the sixth, the biggest drop in Dow Jones history, closing 634 points, closing below 11,000 for the first time since November. The Nasdaq and the S&P each lost more than 6% of their value. Standard & Poor's also downgraded the credit ratings of mortgage giants Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Money flowed out of stocks and into typically safer investments like gold, which hit a record high of more than $1,700 an ounce, and ironically into the recently downgraded treasuries. Many experts say there's no magic fix here. They say it took years to get into this mess, and it will take a long time to dig out. President Obama tried to reassure the nation and the world.
Our problems are imminently solvable, and we know what we have to do to solve them.
Economists at Goldman Sachs say there's a 1 in 3 chance of another recession occurring in the next 6 to 9 months. That news has many asking where this leaves them and their money, especially those with their 401k and retirement savings invested in the stock market. 5 News reporter Kamasi Aaron spoke with local experts. Kamasi, what are they saying?
Ashley, they're saying this means it's time to really take a look at your investment portfolio, and depending on when you're planning to use that money, it may be time to make some changes.
I think we're entering a period where we're going to have to get used to kind of dramatic swings.
Local economist Kathy Deck of the University of Arkansas says Monday's stock plunge is just the latest round of unpredictability for the market. And she says it's time for investors using 401ks to pay attention.
If you look at the last few years, we've seen the stock market drop dramatically, come back, and now drop dramatically again. It's not very comfortable for folks who want to make sure their retirement's set to go.
Deck says if you're planning to use the money from your 401k soon, you may need to look at other options. Tony Hansmann, analyst at Guardian Financial and Rogers, says consider a more conservative approach.
What you need to do is to find safer places to put your money, because what I call it is an inefficient portfolio. People who take too much risk for the returns that they're getting, and you don't have to do that.
He says the first step is calling your financial company
and see what your options are. Have them hold your hand over the telephone and have them walk you right through what you could possibly do to move to a safer position during these crazy times that we're going through right now.
Deck says if you feel better about your investments, it can spur the economy overall.
Confidence is key, and if consumers don't have confidence, they're not going to go out and spend, and it's going to make the recovery and the downturn last that much longer.
Now, Hansmann says a cash option is often a safer alternative for investors, and changes can often be made without any tax problems or penalties. Ashley?
All right, good to know. Thanks, Kamasi. Hansmann also says investing in gold is an option, but he recommends investing outside your retirement portfolio.